I thought I had seen it all after living full-time on cruise ships, but Star of the Seas shocked me, not once, but over and over and over again. Some of these surprises were amazing, while others made me stop and think, wait, what the heck? Let me take you through what completely blew me away on this ship. Hey y'all, if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I'm Linnell. I sold everything and now I live on cruise ships full time. If this video is a blessing to you, I want to encourage you to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and then turn on notifications. Hit the bell for all notifications so that you never ever miss another video. And follow me on my journey from poverty to paradise. Shock number one, the pearl. The second you step on board Star of the Seas is the very first thing that hits you. Pictures and videos will not prepare you. This thing is massive. It literally anchors the whole promenade, stretching from floor to ceiling like a giant sculpture. What shocked me most is how it feels when you're standing there. It's not just decor, it pulls you in. The light reflects off of it in many different ways throughout the day, and at night it practically glows. For me, it was one of those jaw-dropping, wow, I'm really here moments. It set the tone right away that Star of the Seas is unlike any ship I've ever cruised on. Shock number two, Central Park 2.0. Central Park is my absolute favorite part of the ship. Walking in, it felt like I was in the middle of a city park, not floating at sea. The greenery, the winding pathways, even little nooks where you can sit and relax, it's totally stunning. The location is perfect as it's smack dead in the middle of the ship with easy access to the elevators on both ends, but having a cabin on the 8th deck is like winning the lottery. What shocked me most is how complete Central Park is. They thought of everything, even umbrellas that were available for rainy moments. Most of the time the weather was perfect, so I found myself spending hours here. I honestly could have lived in this neighborhood for all 7 days and not felt deprived. There's the park cafe for quick meals. I had breakfast, lunch, and dinner throughout my cruise. There's several specialty restaurants for dining. There's plenty of seating, benches, tables, there's a trellis bar, and even rocking chairs. During the day, you get the sounds of birds and the scent of the trees, and at night, it transforms into a magical, peaceful place with the sound of soft music. I never imagined I'd spend my evenings in a park on a cruise ship. There's something shocking. I've never seen it before, at least. Look at this deck plan for Star of the Seas. You see that there are 8 cabins, and then there's nothing. It's just a gray area. Now look at the actual view of these balconies. If you count from right to left, you can see that there are 8 balconies, and then there are 2 balconies that are fake. There's no window, there's no doors, there's just a table and a chair. Why they have fake balconies and why they didn't just put decor there, I have no idea. That is so weird. Do you agree? Shock number 3, Surfside neighborhood. Now, I don't usually travel with kids, and a lot of my audience doesn't either, but Surfside shocked me in the best way. I expected a typical kid splash zone, but this is a full neighborhood designed for families. It's got the water's edge pool, splash away bay, a carousel, a candy store, casual dining like Surfside Eatery, and even the lemon post where kids can get their own mocktails. There's even a store dedicated to shopping for kids. The whole space is colorful, fun, and honestly way bigger and better than I expected. What shocked me most was how much I enjoyed just walking and sliding through it. Even without kids, it's an energy you can feel. It's playful, it's happy, and it made me think, okay, families are really going to love this ship, and I really wish that I had all 5 of my grandkids with me on this one. Shock number 4, Thrill Island. Thrill Island feels like Royal Caribbean dropped a whole theme park onto the top deck of this ship. Category 6, the tallest water park at sea, is the Star. Those slides are no joke. They tower over everything. But it's not just the slides. There's the Lost Dunes mini golf course, Adrenaline Peak rock climbing wall, base camp for yummy snacks, and of course the Flow Rider Surf Simulator. And don't get me started on the yummy shakes from the deserted milkshake bar. Where else can you zip line over the open ocean while sailing on a cruise ship? What shocked me over here is just how much space it all takes up. I kept thinking, this isn't just a ship anymore. It's like they brought land attractions on board, and I don't know how, but some kind of way they made them all fit. For people who love adventure, this neighborhood is going to feel like paradise. Shock number 5, the Hideaway Pool. The Hideaway Pool completely shocked me. An infinity pool hanging off the back of the ship, suspended over the ocean. I mean, seriously, where else do you see that? But here's one thing. In the mornings, it's wall-to-wall people, loud and busy. By the afternoon, it clears out, and that's when it becomes pure magic. You get the infinity views without all the chaos. That contrast really shocked me. Shock number 6, the size of the ship and the elevators. I knew Star of the Seas was big, but I didn't realize just how much walking and planning goes into moving around a ship with more than 20 decks and 8 neighborhoods. The elevators are also another shocker. They're only on the forward and after the ship, but I hardly ever found myself waiting longer than a minute. Shock number 7, dining surprises. Food always shocks me in some kind of way, but on Star of the Seas, it was the variety of the food that stood out. Actually, I only ate at the main dining room and the buffet once each in the whole 7 days I was on board. The Aquadome market was a huge surprise. It's like a little food court at sea, totally different from the Windjammer. My favorite stations were the barbecue and the crepes. They were so good. Then there's Izumi in the Park, a walk-up sushi window right in Central Park. Casual, quick, and so different from the hibachi restaurant right next door. I'm not a sushi person, and yet I found it very interesting to watch the food that came out, including the wild ice cream creations. And then there's the celebration table, tucked away in the Hooked Seafood restaurant, which was tucked away in the Aquadome. Celebration table is basically a private dining room that you can book for special events. I didn't expect that level of variety all packed into one ship. Most passengers won't see this part, but I was shocked at another little surprise, and that was the food options in the coastal kitchen and the cafe on the Crown Suite sun deck. If you're splurging while you're on Star of the Seas, you will not be disappointed. Shock number 8, the thermal suite. I love checking out the spa on cruise ships, but this one shocked me, and not in a good way. The thermal suite on Star is super basic. I was so disappointed when I first took a tour. You've got a regular steam room, an aromatherapy steam room, an infrared sauna, 2 tropical showers, and some heated loungers. That's it. No fancy pools, no bells, no whistles. At first I thought, really? That's all? But the heated lounges honestly saved it for me. If you just want a place to relax your muscles, to clear out your lungs with steam, it really worked well, which is exactly what I needed. But if you're expecting a full spa experience, you'll probably be disappointed. Shock number 9, the shows and the Aquadome. Listen, this Aquadome is so amazing. The Aquadome itself shocked me. They took the Aqua Theater, which used to be at the back of the Oasis class ships, and they moved it indoors, and the result is wild. The stage effects, the lighting, the way the performers interact with the space is all next level. I've seen a lot of shows at sea, but the one I saw in the Aquadome was jaw-dropping and the best I've ever seen. And I've seen a lot. I did a live stream of the show. I'll put a link to that in the video description. You're sitting there watching acrobats and divers do these incredible stunts while the ocean is literally right behind the stage. And the motorbikes, I don't even know what to say about those. It's so dramatic in a way I did not expect. You have to see this for yourself. Shock number 10, the price versus the value. Everyone gets sticker shock when they first look up the prices for new ships. I was shocked, but in a different way. I live full-time on cruise ships by taking advantage of casino offers and only paying port fees and taxes, and I've never received an offer for a new ship on an Icon class ship. So you can pretty much imagine how surprised I was to get not only 1 but 2 free offers to sail on board Star of the Seas. So if you're hoping and praying to experience this ship on a budget, be on the lookout and ready to snag up a deal, because miracles happen every day. In my experience, sometimes they happen twice. If you want to know more about how I get free cruises and only pay port fees and taxes so that I can afford to live full-time on cruise ships for less than the cost that most Americans pay for housing, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and check out this next video where I show how much it cost me my first year of living full-time on cruise ships and how much I think it's going to cost me for year 2. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you on the next cruise.